This is your host,
Anthony Ellis.
Good morning, my fellow world and my friends. Today is December 31st, 2022. It's raining and I'm sitting in front of the Lake Ontario. I don't think you can see the water from here, but it's raining here like crazy. So we want to give God thanks for life. Some people don't care about life, but I do care about life. And I believe the giver of life did not just create us simply for nothing. So once again, thanks for visiting my channel. Easy make me go through with my albino skin. This topic for today is about my first marriage in Jamaica. It's a little bit dark here, but I'll give you some roof light from my car. I am here. And my life is undescribable, I should say. Yes. So, back home in Jamaica, I usually work as a journeyman service technician. I work from hotels to hotels, restaurant to restaurant. I visit many people's houses to service. After my second parent, the Bidasi, leave me in Jamaica, so I had was to survive, and life was a great struggle. However, I will get into it. One morning, I went to a hardware store that the elder of my congregation owns, and he said to me, "There's a lady looking for someone to repair or service their stove so they can cook, So that's how I met these people. I went to their house, serviced their stoves. Then when I was leaving, I realized they were selling a lot of stuff. I eventually buy some bed linen, some nice pants and shirt that I like. Then I left. And after that, this lady, she started to go, she traveled back and forth to Canada. And I always ask her to bring me stuff that I purchased from her. However, because of my job at the hotel, they asked me to do inventory of equipment because there was a lot of broken equipment. And I did that. I ordered parts, and when the parts come, instead of they call me and give me the parts to do the job, they send down a serviceman from Florida with the part. This gentleman, his name was John, and we asked a couple of questions, and he told me he was a retired pilot, and he only have like 4 weeks of training, so he doesn't know a lot about equipment. So anyway, management asked me to work with him, and this man, he never slept. I don't know what I gave him as a pilot. He never slept for like 4 days straight. We only stop to take shower, eat, and back to work until the job was done. He was so grateful that on returning back to Florida, he leave me his complete toolbox of tools. I think that was his way of saying thank you very much. And on top of that, a couple of weeks later, I got a call in the evening to switchboard. When I went to switchboard, I was talking to a gentleman, I forget his name, and they said they want me to come to Florida for 8 weeks. No, for 8 months of studies. So I guess they want me to service in their organization. So I was so happy for that opportunity. And I said, okay. During the same time, it's as if, something was lined up for me. It's kind of hard to say. But as I was planning to leave, I contacted this lady here in Canada. And I said to her, please do not bring me any more things, because I'm going to go to Florida. And after, 8 months of study, I'm going to return back to Jamaica. So please hold off on those things. And when I finish my study, I'll detour to Canada, say hello, and then continue on my journey to Jamaica. So that was my plan. Okay. Couple of weeks later, I got a call about 2 o'clock in the morning. And the call was, "Hi Mark." And this time it was a lady's daughter, the same one that was looking for someone to repair the equipment when I was in Lucy, Hanover. So they say, "Hi Mark, and I'm coming to Jamaica in 2 weeks. So can you please meet us, me and my mom, at the airport? And my mom is very ill, and we got a lot of things, and I cannot manage on my own." And I say, "Sure, no problem, So I contacted a friend of mine. He got a station wagon car, a very long station wagon. Eventually we went to the airport after the time she gave me, and we packed the car with all the items, trunks and suitcase. And her mom was so grateful to arrive in Jamaica. She said, "Thank God I'm in Jamaica. If I die, I want to die in Jamaica." I look at her and I laugh and I say, "Mom, you're not going to die. Don't think of being dead. God created us to live, not to die." And we continue our journey. Once I reach in the town of Hanover, I asked the driver to let me out in the square. So because in the following morning, I had to go to Hedonism Hotel to work. So when I asked the driver, the young lady in the car said to me, "No, can you please come to the house with us? Because we have to unload the luggage and all that." And then I look at the back of the car full with luggage, and I said to myself, "Okay." I said to the driver, "Okay, let's go." So I went to the house, even though I was so tired, and we unloaded the car. After I unloaded the car, I was about to leave again, and she called me in the house and says, she called me. I was in the living room. She called me she says, "Can I have a talk with you?" And in the room, in one of the bedroom. So I went inside the bedroom. Then she said to me, "I'm only here for 2 weeks. And one of the reason why I came down here, I came to get married." And I was so happy. I was so happy. All the hair in my head stand up. And I said, "Congratulations. Congratulations." And I hold her hand and I shake her hand and I say, "Congratulations." And then I turn around and I said, "So, who's the lucky guy?" And then she looked at me and says, "Me." I was like totally don't know what to say. I was like, I said, "Me," So all kind of things started to go through my brains, because of course, even though I plan to marry in the future, I didn't plan to marry at all. I didn't expect that, really. So I said to her, "You know what? I don't know what to say to you. I will go and speak to my elder. Based on what my elder said, then I'll come tomorrow and give you an answer." And that is exactly what I did. My elder said to me, "Mark, if someone come from that distance to marry you, she believe it's Jehovah sent that person to you. because of all the years that you've been praying, which I was always praying to God. I usually, when I'm not working, I got a little bit of free time. I was just practicing to play my guitar. I usually take my guitar and I go out into the sea rock, sitting, watching the water go by, the tide rise and fall, the hitting of the water against the rock, water spraying on me from the ocean. And I'm praying to God and I said, can you please send me someone? I like to get married. Someone I can get married and live happy ever after. But I never dreamed it was this woman. However, I spoke to her the following day, which was a Tuesday. And to be honest with you, we never have intimate relationship. We never had. Because the way I was brought up, we were I learned marriage before sex. That's it. So we went to Montego Bay in search for a wedding band. We did eventually get a wedding band. Arrangement for marriage was really quick, and we eventually get married at Frome, Sugar Estate in Jamaica. And I went back to the hotel for my honeymoon, and in the hotel, because they know me, I got everything for free. I got champagne in ice buckets. Everything was just perfect. For me, it was a dream that my prayer had answered. So eventually she returned back to Canada, and so we got married in December, and by February, before the ending of February, she called me and she said, Mark, I'm pregnant. And I was saying to myself, pregnant so fast, great, God is good, and I was so, it's kind of hard to say how I felt, but I feel that she should come back right away. So I sent her a ticket, and then she came back. We spent about 3 weeks together in February, and she returned home. And in March again, before the ending of March, I sent another ticket. When she came back this time, she was so big, and I'm saying, damn, how come you're so big? Yeah, how come you're so big? Then she go back home, and before the end of April again, I sent her another ticket. She came down. Now, because I'm married, I had to change all my plans, and her mother is sick. She is pregnant, and then I'm saying, what to do? What can I do? So I started to look about my document to come to Canada instead of going to Florida. So it turned out that after the ending of, I think she came down after the ending of April, heading into May, she was so big, and so she returned back to Canada, and all of June I did not hear from her. And I'm saying to myself, I wasn't even thinking about her pregnancy, but I was just thinking about, why is it I didn't hear from her for all of June, all of July? I didn't hear from her. And I said to myself, wonder if her mother take the turn for the worse. That was on my mind, and to be honest with you, my heart started to hurt. Yes. So it must be the second day in August. She called me and she says, Mark, congratulations, you have a son, and I just came from the hospital. Okay? So I'm trying to make my video shots because I understand everybody is very busy, and you know, I just give you bits and pieces of information here and there. And so I will stop from here August 1st, 1985. That's when she told me our son was born.